All right, guys, this is the last video that you will see. I can confirm that with this setup. Might be something similar, might be something different. I don't know how it's going to look the next time we see each other. However, what I do know is that this is the last one. And if you're watching this, I'm probably in the process of moving and probably lifting something heavy at this point in time. But let's talk about Joshua Karty. Before we dive into that, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Also, be sure to follow me on all social media at JKBogan. Now let's get into it. So Joshua Karty is one of my favorite kicker prospects that has come out in quite some time. I'm not going to sit here and say that, I scout kickers extremely well. I really don't. But he's just somebody, I'm a big, results guy, and he has the results. Coming out of Stanford, I think he has a chance to be as much of a franchise kicker as Greg Zuerlein, Matt Gay was supposed to be, or even Jeff Wilkins with the St. Louis Rams. To me, he's the number one kicker in the draft. I don't think it's remotely close. I never thought it was remotely close. 6'2", 207, so not bad size, although size really does not matter when it comes to a kicker, and the Rams don't care about size anyway. But he made 91.1% of all field goals he attempted in his last two seasons. So something to keep in mind there. Has the savviness on onside kicks, and this is something that's interesting. I don't know how the whole onside kick thing is going to go because I don't know if the rules changed or they're going to change. I actually forgot, but the point is, if the rules did change, you can't kick an onside kick until the end of the fourth quarter, I believe. And if that's the case, I guess nothing really changed. But he's savvy, okay? He can make all sorts of trick kicks. I'm not talking about, Mr. Perfect or Dude Perfect or whatever. I'm talking about in a NFL game, he can make trick kicks in the onside kick game that could lead to you recovering. And it's a really hard kick to even make, really hard play to execute. So that's good. So you have the 91% field goal range the last 2 years. Savviness as an onside kick kicker. He's a long range kicker. This is somebody who has kicked 65 plus in practices, but he has a 61-yard field goal on his resume 2 years ago. Back, in 2022, he drilled a 61-yard field goal. So that is something to keep in mind there. The NFL level, obviously, kicking long field goals is great. Now, here's the deal. His mechanics are really good. He is going... See, the Rams lucked out because most kickers that are this good go in either the end of round 3 or they go the beginning of day 3. So what we saw last year with Moody is that we saw, Jake Moody go to the 49ers, and that was the pick at the end of the third. This year, we saw Will Richard, who from Alabama wasn't, I don't think, anywhere near as good as Karty. He was drafted, I think, 2 picks ahead of this pick. So I like that the Rams immediately adjusted to the board. As soon as a kicker went off the board, they were like, okay, it is time. Let's draft our kicker of the future. And they did that. They had all sorts of issues last year with kicking. I still say, Brett Maher was somewhat of a scapegoat, I guess, unfairly treated. The other guy's name totally escapes me at this point in time. Just goes to show you how bad it was last year. But there's a lot of consistency here. What you see is what you get with Joshua Karty, and you get a lot of consistency. And I think a big issue with the Rams is not necessarily, does he have the leg? We're getting stuck here. We're going to have to attempt a 61-yarder. No, that's nice if they have that. But all you really want from your kicker is somebody be accurate inside of the 40 to 49 range. That, for the majority of the time, is going to be the main field goals, right? That's going to really be the main field goals when you're talking about a team like, maybe the Rams move up a little bit, but last year that was big. So once you get beyond 50, I still want you to be consistent, but if you're not consistent inside of 40 to 49, now we have a problem. Also, this guy just doesn't miss extra points. 2023, he hit all of them, went 23 of 27 from the field. 24 of 25 extra points in 2022 with 18 of 18. And in 2021, 27 of 27, 10 of 15 from the field. So what you should know is that he's mentally tough. He's got short-term memory. And for a short-term memory on a kicker, that is perfect. Because if you miss a field goal, I need you to come back and hit that field goal again. I can't have you getting into these ruts and having everything go sideways and just, falling off a cliff. No, I need to see more. And you get that with Karty. So, look, the Rams needed a franchise kicker. I believe they got one. A guy with a leg, consistency, a guy that's going to offer something that Sean McVay had, 2 years ago with Matt Gay. They didn't bring back Matt Gay. They took a chance. It didn't really pan out. So now here it is. Instead of paying Matt Gay all that money, now they have Joshua Karty on a 4-year deal that is very, very affordable. So that's the good thing. Again, the big thing with Karty is the consistency factor. If I have a kicker, I want to know, hey, this guy's going to go out there and he's going to give it his all. And most of the time he is going to hit it. That's a good feeling to have. His biggest weakness is, of course, adjusting to the elements. There have been knocks about the way he lines up, to the right, hash, or I think it's to the left hash. There have been arguments that he's just not as good when he's doing that or whatever. But nothing is more resounding than his, I guess, unprovenness in the elements. Now, mind you, this guy missed 4 field goals the last 2 years. He missed 9 field goals over the last 3, which is, averaging a 3 field goals a season missing. And he only missed 1 extra point his entire career. So we're nitpicking here by even saying that this guy he's unproven in the elements, okay? And guess what? Good thing is, going to LA, he's not going to be kicking at MetLife Stadium in December every single, it's not going to be like a December game every single week. There's some issues over, across the country where, you get to a team and, this place has rainier climate and there's storms and all that. And okay, the SoFi Stadium, I think you're pretty good. 8 to 9 times a year, depending. I think you're pretty good. I think everyone should be excited about Joshua Karty. I mean, God, you guys were really loud about getting a kicker. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed your kicker because I think he's awesome. He's one of my favorites, period. So that's my thought. I gave him an A+ because I know people are upset. Like, how do you give a kicker an A+? Kicker doesn't really offer much. Kicker's huge, okay? Kickers are the ones that score more points than anybody else. So whether you want to admit it or not, kickers are paramount to the way of life in the football realm. And I think the Rams got the best one in the draft. And they got lucky because there weren't a ton of teams that needed these kickers, so he fell to the 6th round. But normally, based on his skill set, he goes late 3rd, early 4th. And the Rams, they got a little bit of a steal here. They got a big steal here. I'm just going to call it like it is. And I have a feeling he's going to end up being something really, really good. So those are my thoughts on Joshua Karty. Not really a scouting report. I mean, I guess to an extent, but it's hard to make a scouting report on a kicker the way I was able to go in depth on the other players, which I will continue to do. However, this is the last video of this setup. By the time you watch this, like I said, I'll already be moving heavy stuff into the apartment. The next time we do, a video, unless there's breaking news or something, it will probably be a Tyler Davis breakdown. Maybe it will be a live stream. But we already did the Brennan Jackson breakdown, Cameron Kinchins, Blake Corum, Braden Fisk, and of course, Jared Verse. You can find those on the channel if you haven't already. But again, thank you guys so much. This does not happen without you guys, so I really do appreciate it. I do not want it to go without being said. And yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be very fun. New era of the channel. New office space and everything. I am very much looking forward to it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Be sure to drop a comment. Also be sure to like, subscribe, and follow me on all social media at JKBogan. I will see you guys later. Do you love talking about the Rams, the NFL, or just want to be a part of a community? Join my free Discord server today. We're over 800 members. We got 24/7 live chat, a level 3 boosted server, the ability to call into JE Live, playing online games with us on Kick streams, toggleable alerts for when I go live on YouTube or Kick so you don't miss a live stream, and exclusive giveaways. Click the link in the description, the comments section, or the link that comes up in the video to learn more and join today.